Gang, welcome back to another Level Up podcast slash video. Today we are going to talk about why your Instagram content is not converting. I think this is probably the biggest issue I find within fitness coaches right now is that they are either really inconsistent with social media. So the reason why it's not converting, just really quickly, if you're not posting consistently, that's the reason it's not converting. You're just not being made aware in someone's mind enough to consider you as a fitness coach for them, right? You got to think if a fitness coach or a competitive or competitor of yourself is posting double the amount of time as you're posting 3 times a week. The other fitness coach is posting 7 times a week. The person is seeing the competitor nearly twice, more than twice, the amount as you. Okay, so you're basically understanding yourself, thinking I'm doing everything that I can, but you're not. You're not posting regularly, so they're just gonna go to that person. Okay, works in the same way. If you post double the amount of time as the other person, you're being made aware double the amount of times. That's a really easy way to look at things. Okay, I think that a lot of fitness coaches think that they're doing enough by posting on social media once a day. Cool. If you posted twice a day, you're probably going to get twice the amount of inquiries. It's a general rule of thumb, okay? Those who ask the most will get the most amount of clients, okay? Um, However, we're going to look at this in different ways, okay? So the reason why your Instagram posting or marketing isn't converting is you're not being seen enough. That's number one. Number two, which I think is the most important one, is that you're posting random shit. Okay. So you don't know your niche, so you don't know pain points around the niche. You're trying to help everyone. And if you're trying to help everyone, you're going to help no one. So you have to look at, I want to target this one specific person, which most people don't understand because if they think that niche is I'm going to target one individual and that means I'm not going to help anyone else. That's not true. Okay. I am a fitness coach, business mentor. And if you want fitness business mentoring, then we do have a link below in the description. You can book on a call with a member of our team and they will go through exactly what we do here. But I work with coffee shops, barber shops, clothing brands, um, at some form in terms of like marketing. We do actually work with airlines as well, which is a new one, but that's very strange. But understand, I only make content for fitness coaches. Okay, so I'm making this right now to generate leads for my business, right? So I only target fitness coaches, but I work with a plethora, nice word, of other industries. Okay, so you're not going to close off other people. You're just going to be targeting one person. Now, if you get 10 inquiries, you're probably going to get 9 out of 10 of them. They're probably going to be a person within your niche. Okay, the one person will just be someone else. Okay, but a general rule of thumb is don't assume that no one is going to buy from you just because you're hyper targeted towards one person. Okay, cool. Um, so essentially, what happens is when people niche down, is that they understand the person's pain. They understand why they're not buying from them at the minute. They're understanding the things that is in someone's head before buying, and also they're already looking at excuses why they shouldn't buy because they're thinking things like, "This is going to take me too much time. I don't have enough money, etc." Without actually knowing the ins and outs of your coaching service. Okay, so if you can rebuttal with this in your content, so you can make things that are around the person's pain, you could also rebuttal with the fact that, look, coaching, for some reason, a lot of people have in their head that fitness coaching is like 3K a month, right? You're basically going to say it's not, right? And that basically removes a barrier to entry. They're a step closer towards you in your coaching service. And that's basically what your content does. Far too many coaches basically make content to make them seem clever. people don't buy clever, they buy result. Okay, so you have to try and sell this within your content. You have to basically have highlighted pain points, highlighted objections, highlighted latent conditions. These are all in this content. Okay, the thing that they don't care about is the moment arm and the biomechanics aspect. No one gives a fuck about that. It's boring as shit. They care, can you get me this result? You can, cool. Okay. This is the thing that coaches suck at. This is the thing that coaches are pretty good at. Showing off their knowledge. Great. Also, too many fitness coaches, they either do one of two things. They try to show they're too knowledgeable, or they try to show that they're a big brand. Okay, so they try to show like knowledge base, or they try to show that I'm a fitness coach, this is how professional I am, yada yada yada. Understand, as a fitness coach, you have to be a human. You're working with someone at a one-to-one level, right? So you have to show bits about your life. Okay, so you have to highlight pain points, remove objections, all that good stuff, and humanize the brand. It's a fucking skill. Okay, if any of you fitness coaches, what I'll do right now is I would follow Max Tuning. Okay, so Max Tuning is someone who owns Sour Strips. Now, some of the days are purely like influencer type. Here's a fitness influencer, by the way, just as a word of warning. But occasionally he will plug. Now, if you're going through your life and then occasionally plug, you're probably going to create sales. If all you're doing is plugging, you're not going to create sales. You have to humanize something, and then you have to be in a position where you're like, I love this person, and then when they call to act, you buy. Okay, it's the reason why clothing brands attach themselves to fitness influencers, is because they're like, this person's really cool. By the way, I wear this, link in bio type thing, or link on the story. People go and buy it. Okay, even if they had no plans to buy anything. Okay, but essentially, the reason why your content is not converting is because you're showing too much knowledge. No one gives a fuck. You're trying to sell all the time, and no one gives a fuck. They get turned off. You have to highlight pain points, remove objections, highlight latent conditions, remove them as well, make posts around this, and humanize the brand with a CTA occasionally. That, if you take that away, will scale your fitness business in 2025. Okay, so your content is not converting because you're not posting properly, or you're posting too inconsistently, or with not enough volume to make it worthwhile. Okay, that should help.